Whoa, what are all these blind bags doing here?
Holy super Lex Luthor, it's Imaginext Series 6 DC Super Friends blind bags.
Robin, have you not seen Alfred today?
No, why?
He was meant to pass on a message. You're fired. I want another sidekick.
What? Why? But I'm the boy wonder. We're a dynamic duo.
Read the book, Robin. Dynamic means always changing. You are not always my sidekick. I have a better sidekick now.
Oh, what? Who is it? Where?
It is Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Boy. Spider-Man. He's more of a man than you, even though he's only a boy.
But he's not even from this universe.
I know. That's what's so impressive about him. He's only a teenager in high school, but he just travels through universes. So, see you later, Robin.
Oh, man. Hey, Mr. Batman. I'm ready for work. So, what to first? Do we fight Two-Face, the Freeze, the Penguin? Will I get to see the Joker? Let's do it.
Steady on there, Spider-Man. My new sidekick, the best sidekick ever. Now, first up, let's check out these blind bags.
Hello, and welcome to OzToyReviews. So hello parents and toy collectors, it's your good pal Oz, and today we're going to be reviewing the DC Super Friends Imaginext, these mystery bags or blind bags series 6. Now we have not ever got these in Australia before. Well, I shouldn't say ever, but while I've been collecting Imaginext, we've never received blind bags before in Australia, so this is a cool new thing, and I thought they were releasing series 7 when I raced down to the shops because that's what they're advertising on the Kmart website, but I got there and they only have series 6, which is still amazing because we've never had them before. So some of you may have already seen these because they came out about 8 to 12 months ago, but I don't care what you've seen, I'm going to review them anyway. So what we'll do, we'll go through them. I'll mention the codes because there are codes in these top corners, really hard to see. There you go, see the 96 there? So that kind of identifies who's going to be inside. So if you ever want to know who we have found, I'll list all the codes down below so that when you're shopping for these yourself, you know exactly who you're getting every time you buy them. But enough chitter chatter from me, let's get Batman, Robin out the way, or Spider-Man, whatever his name is now, and let's open these up. So the first one we've got is coming. Here we go. It is. Oh, what's her name? I've forgotten already. It's not. I know her partner's Zan. I can't remember. If you know her name, let me know in the comments below. I know she's the sister of the Wonder Twins, I think they're called. Jayna, that's the one. Zan and Jayna. So she can transform into any animal, but she has to be able to name it, shout out its name, which is very cool. And let's quickly see what she can do. Arms go up and down, of course. Wrists rotate, so she's not one of those with the fixed wrists. Legs up and down. And her arms are a little bit kind of loose and floppy, but that could just be this one model. I love her collar. Her face has a good amount of detail. Spin her around. Very cool. Okay, and she comes with an accessory. I think something dropped out just before. Here we go. It's a hawk, which she regularly can transform into, so that's cool. And if you ever need to pose it, we can stick it there. There we go. Now I'll put her down below, and I might lower the camera just so then we can kind of stand them up and you can see them as we're looking at them a little bit easier without me having to hold it there. This also came with some sort of booklet. Check it out, just mentions the other Imaginext things you can get. Oh, here we go. It tells us about all the different characters and what their names are, which are great. I'm gonna need that. So I'll put that where I can see it. You guys don't need to see it. Okay, we'll move it over there. Might be a bit nice looking. There we go. Next up we have whoever's in this one. All these guys are really cool, but a lot of them I don't know. I had to do a little bit of research before this. Hey, this bucket of water tells me who we're going to be getting next. Now, it is the brother of Jayna, the other Wonder Twin, and his name is Zan, as far as I know. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong with anything, because I am quite regularly wrong. Alright, we'll spin them around. Looking cool. Their suits are fairly basic, not much detail, not much kind of bumps, so I don't know, besides the neck, if they've got a special mode just for this character, because it doesn't seem that way. Yeah, besides the collar, it just seems like the kind of bit of a generic body there. Anyway, we'll move him there. And here's the water bottle, and you can see Zane's face in it, and that's because he can transform into water, and it's kind of cool. He's in the bucket, because quite often when they travel, let's see if we can do this. There we go. Jayna will turn into the hawk, Zane into water, and he'll jump into the bucket, and she carries him around the place. So that's kind of how they get around, which is kind of weird, but kind of awesome at the same time. Now, let's keep going. Let's go into the next one. Okay, there we are. Hey, and these I got from Kmart. If you're looking for them yourself and you're in Australia, Kmart seems to have them. And I don't know if it's always going to be around, but it is at the moment. And they're only $5 each. So the same price as like a Lego minifigure, which is crazy considering the way bigger and generally have been way more expensive. Okay. Now here we go, we got, what's his name? Duke Thomas, I think is, oh no, Catman. What am I thinking? Catman. So we'll give him a spin. His head doesn't turn. He's got awesome big claws on his hand. I like the orange. He looks a lot like Batman. And the fact that that kind of belt there, or whatever you call it, the straps for his backpack or whatever he's got, aren't sticking out, makes me think that this is just like a reused Batman model, but slightly changed to have these claws on the hands. But he's very cool. Spin him around. And if you don't know Catman, he's a villain. He doesn't really do much himself. He's very similar to Batman, how like he fights and he uses a Catarang instead of a Batarang. I don't know if he has a Catmobile, but he does like ride around on tigers sometimes. And pretty much whenever like DC villains gang up together and make like a squad of villains, usually that's where Catman turns up. And he's got a bag of money because he's a baddie, I guess. He might be stealing money. Anyway, we'll put that there. Next up, we have, and yeah, I'm not really mentioning the numbers on the bags because I'm just going to put them all in the description down below. Okay, next up. Now, I said Duke Thomas before, and now here's the proper Duke Thomas. Now, we'll spin him around. This guy, if you don't know him, he's like one of the most recent superheroes I've heard of. In 2014 he came out. Oh, he's a bit stiff. There we go. Bit stiff, there you go, loosened him up now, the wrists are rotating. Yeah, 2014 he came out, and he's kind of one of Batman's pals, part of his family. He was an orphan. I don't know what happened in the middle, but Batman kind of adopted him. All the previous Robins trained him up, so he's got some good skills. Somehow he can see into the future and see into the past and do some kind of magic stuff. I don't understand that, but he's like an amazing fighter, an amazing detective. It looks like he's got kind of two weird looking axes as weapons, which is pretty deadly looking. They kind of look like scythes, but with shorter blades. No cape like Batman. But yeah, he takes the place as Robin in a few different comics and magazines. He's kind of like Batman's sidekick, and very cool, very cool. Okay, put him there. I've never seen him myself in anything though. We'll get this one since he fell down. Okay, we have, I know we got Dr. Fate, I think his name is, coming up soon. Oh, here he is right now. Okay, look at that. Now that means the only one left is Lex Luthor, because I got one of each. So this is Dr. Fate. I just had to check his name there. Dr. Fate. Now I looked up his powers as well, because this guy I wasn't very familiar with. And there's been a jillion different Dr. Fates. Not quite a jillion, but a lot of different Dr. Fates. And they all have a crazy amount of power, like stronger than Superman, invincible, immortal. They can teleport places, they can project their kind of thoughts to other people. Super strong, like way too strong. I don't know. That's probably why you don't see him very often, because he's just too strong. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong about all this. But yeah, from what I could see, just from like 10 minutes research, he just seems crazy tough. Now, his helmet would be cool if it came off, but it does not. The hood, there's a little bit of a jiggle to it, but no, it doesn't come off either. Kind of a narrower cape than Batman, still cool. And yeah, he's got these kind of, I don't know, they look like handcuffs. Someone's kind of tried to control him or bind him. Yeah, I don't think he's casting that himself. It doesn't look like something you'd want. But very, very, very cool. We'll put him over there. Now, next one, very last one, and now this would have to be, because there's only 6 in the set, this would have to be Lex Luthor in his power suit. I know there's some handcuffs here somewhere. There we go. So the custom handcuffs, they're quite regular in different Imaginext sets. I've got a few copies of these now. But then here is Lex Luthor. And if you want to know the backstory for him, apparently, you know how he's always making robot suits a bit like Iron Man, but always trying to beat Superman. Well, in one case, he's made this suit and he replaces Iron Man in the Justice League, apparently, and tries to do good for a while. I don't know if there was like a nefarious kind of scheme behind it, but yeah, this is what he wore when he was in the Justice League, flying around doing good. And you basically replace Superman as a good guy for a short time. I don't think it'll happen forever, but very cool. Actually, I don't think it happened forever because he's got big handcuffs that he wears, so he must have got caught eventually. I won't put them on because it feels like it's going to scratch the paint. But yeah, he's very cool. He might be my favorite out of the whole set. Dr. Fate is nice and colorful, but yeah, I like a Lex Luthor in super armor. But anyway, before we finish, let's take a closer look at all the guys one last time. So today we have Duke Thomas, Dr. Fate, Lex Luthor in super armor, I'm calling it that, Catman, Zan, and then Jayna from the Wonder Twins. And guys, let me know who is your favorite character, like out of all of these guys. Let me know who you think should be made into a blind bag character, because there's so many variations of different DC superheroes, different suits they wear, different costumes, different circumstances, different